This is the World Teacher Podcast.
It's trending that the I stand with JK Rowling hashtag is trending again. And because JK Rowling had an award taken back that was issued by a human rights organization because of what they claim is transphobia. What is your take on JK Rowling?
I think she has a very large voice and she's enacting a lot of harm with that voice. I try to stay away from her content in general because it always kind of infuriates me when I read her tweets and stuff, but I've read a lot of other people's stuff kind of like dissecting what she's saying, going through like her rhetoric and her ideology and just like discussing it. And I think she has some really, really harmful ideas that she's perpetuating, that she's putting out into the world for her millions of followers and fans to read that are actually genuinely very harmful. She's like what we might call a TERF or a trans exclusionary radical feminist. It's just kind of an umbrella term that's been coined to refer to anyone who has the same ideologies as her. So they're the type of people who are very, I'm trying to think of the way to describe it. They're very exclusionary and pretty bigoted towards trans people, but specifically trans women. And their whole thing is that they're like, well, we shouldn't let biological men be in our women's spaces, even if they're trans, because actually they're just men to us. And we shouldn't let trans people use the bathrooms in accordance with how they identify because they're actually just predatory men who are going to try and assault women, which is just factually not correct. And she has this like notion of trans activists, in her opinion, are trying to destroy the idea of sex and make it so that biological sex no longer matters, which is interesting because I've never heard of a trans person who actually wants that, who's actually ever spewed that rhetoric, but rather she and her echo chamber of other trans exclusionary people have like put forward this notion of trans people being inherently dangerous, of trans women being inherently dangerous because they're raised as men or something.